they gone? Phew. I thought I was done for. Thank you for stopping. My name is Lemuel. I'm but a humble servant on a pilgrimage for the glory of King Arthur. They might still come back. I'd rather stay here for a while. Yes, and if they do show up, you'd better run as fast as you can. Otherwise they'll cast the evil eye on you too. Damn witch. May the weirdness take her. Carla's lackeys are trackers, those lousy world wreckers. Well, perhaps they were once good people. Humble servants of the king. Just like me. But they abandoned their pilgrimage. They crossed the wrong thresholds, and then they got caught up in evil magic. First, it wound around their hands. Then it travelled further and further, entering their bodies through their mouths, flooding their insides. She's trying to finish what she started. She wants me. Her goal is to turn a royal pilgrim into a corrupted heretic. Not enough about Carla, enough. Our conversation might attract the trackers. Unless you would be willing to confront her. The profession of a witch hunter is a noble one, and it offers generous rewards, particularly if you succeed in bringing in the head of a hag like Carla. Huh? Oh, if we're bargaining, then you must be seriously thinking about it. I promise you mountains of gold, but alas, I'm just an old, humble pilgrim. However, I do possess a very special relic. Something perfect for a brave soul like you. That's what I can offer. Oh, well, decades ago I fled my village. The Red Death began to spread, and I started showing symptoms. I was terrified the Red Priest would take me to the island asylum. That's when I met that monster, Carla. She promised she could cure me. She was so beautiful. Then when we were getting, intimate with each other, I had a vision of King Arthur. He warned me that she was a witch. A terribly evil witch. That's when it all became clear. Carla must have put some kind of spell on me. I couldn't resist. I was bewitched. So I ran. And now she's furious with me because she couldn't keep me. They seem human, but their eyes are completely empty. They have a strange look in them. Hateful. They seldom speak, but when they do, you can feel your throat tighten. It's pure heresy. And wherever they appear, you can be sure Carla isn't far behind. Why, Arthur, really? You did that for me? Oh, you're a true savior. Oh, this is incredible, unbelievable. I've been running my entire life, and now, I could finally be free. For now, I'll stay in my barrel, but please, return as soon as you can. Hurrah!
I'll make time for you when Kavor says I should.
Looking for shelter, traveler? You're welcome to join us, unless you're worried a big bad Dalrita might eat you for breakfast. A gift? Ah, I see. And you lug that thing all the way from Kurnacht? For that alone, you have my respect. Now, let's take a look. Ah, so that's what happened. The stone chipped, and the meaning of the runes changed. Sweet dreams turned into living nightmares. This is why I don't trust magic. The simplest, stupidest thing can end up killing you. Well, there is now, but no, I don't think it started as one. I don't know the runes well enough to be certain, so I'll have to ask the Thoyd brothers for details. But it looks more like a blessing than a curse. At least now they can rest easy, knowing their tribe hasn't done something so dishonorable. Aye, and I'd say because of cracks between people too. If we hadn't strayed so far from one another, maybe all of this could have been avoided. Then again, maybe not. Maybe fate makes no mistakes. I suppose we'll never know. But you're not here to listen to a blacksmith getting maudlin. Here, this is for your trouble. May your burdens be lighter to carry from now on. No, not every Dalrida you meet outside the Forlorn Swords follows that runt. They've always kept peace with the people of Kurnacht. Yvain still honors the old treaties. But with those Camelot dogs milling about, it's not as safe here for us as it once was. Better to stay out of sight. Oh, and you've met all of us, have you? They're a friendly Dalrida, just like they're a non-reader who aren't so small-minded. Or so I hope. I invited you to our fire, not into our business. We mean no harm to anyone here. That's all you need to know. He did? About what? And how's that old dog doing? Still following one eye around, or has he finally grown out of that? I don't. It's not the Stone Warden's place to meddle in others' foolish wars. We are. Ugwe is my brother. Not by blood, but by stone and steel. It's a bond forged in flames, and like good steel, it can withstand more than a few petty clashes. I might think he's making a mistake, but that doesn't mean I've given up on him. By the anvil, where else? Making weird stones sing the lost songs of Avalon. The Wardens in our name isn't there just to make it fancier. We're here to guard a craft that's slipping closer to being forgotten. The fewer of us there are, the more it fades. No human ambition is worth losing what we're trying to preserve. You? Did he get hit in the head with his own hammer? He'd be the last one to let an outsider even think about joining us, unless you've impressed him somehow. Sir, go on. What did you do? Now that is impressive. That sneaky bastard. He knows me too well. Fine, I'll give you a recommendation. But first, I need a little favor. There was a swine pup trailing after us, whining that he wanted to join in. Kid couldn't even lift a hammer or a pickaxe. He's got no place here. But the whelp was stubborn and an idiot. He wandered into one of the half-collapsed tunnels in the mine we were scouting. I haven't seen him since. We thought about it, but the risk was too great. With Camelot breathing down our necks and the Red Death spreading, sending anyone down there felt like throwing their lives away. Besides, we already knew the man was lost. But instead of listening to us, the pup thought he had something to prove. Honestly, if he weren't just a stupid kid, I'd leave him there. Weirdstone veins, as always. But that place, if that stupid brat had any talent, he would have felt that it was wrong. The weirdness took it, and everyone who didn't manage to flee in time. Thank you. He might not be one of us, and never will be, but I still hope the brat's alive.
All right then. If Kvar gave his word, I've got no reason to doubt it. So, hello there. I am Ukko from the Ulfa tribe. If you want to trade, just shout. We all belong to the Stone Warden Brotherhood here. Ugwe was with us once, but he left to join One Eye. Aye, he always struck first and asked questions later. That's his charm. But I was surprised that he joined One Eye. Our commander Darvan never supported the rebellion. He says the Stone Warden should act with reason and strength of will. I believe that too. I don't know why Ugwe left. Sometimes I miss him. We grew up like brothers, even if we were only cousins. Old Watchtower. Used to be empty. Then some right nasty bugger moved in. An ogre. Big. Loud. With teeth that can chew through stone. And I mean that literally. Saw him from a distance, munching on Weirdstone. Probably what made him howl and run about like that. If I were you, I'd keep well away. An ogre. One that's gone mad with Weirdstone. Ha! Good luck with that. You're just as bloody reckless as my cousin Ugwe.
Kavor's got too soft a heart. Funny, considering it's made of weird steel. Here, have some stew. But if you want anything else, you'll have to earn it. Aye, it's brotherhood, not charity. You take some, you give some, and we all share in the work. We look after our own, sure, but we've no use for hangers-on. Aye, you wouldn't guess it, but the big lump's a hopeless romantic. Soon as he met that man of his, he was ready to light the forge. Good thing Halvor's got more sense than he does. They're a good pair, and they never forget the forge comes first. As it should. Name's Heiko, Stone Warden. Born of the Thud tribe. I keep this sorry lot from starving on the road. Before you ask how come I'm from Thud, since most Stone Wardens are from Ulfr, and since our tribes hate each other's guts. Aye, they do. But me and my Ulfr brothers learned to make peace. For the craft's sake, you know. Singing weird steel. That's the highest honor there is. Always felt like there's a bit of magic in it. That's what pulled me in to begin with. I don't talk about that too much though. Kavor and the others get all grumbly. It's between me and the steel. If you're up for it, I've been thinking. You any good at baking? I only ask because, if you are, then you know. It's not the same as cooking. With cooking, you need taste buds and a basic sense of ingredients. But baking takes precision. It's closer to alchemy, really. And since I can't exactly dabble in alchemy, I stick with baking. Cooking and baking are noble crafts, harmless enough not to make the forge jealous. But alchemy, that's a different beast. It takes focus, sometimes full-on devotion. And the forge, well, she doesn't like to share. Good thing to keep in mind, if you're ever thinking about serious smithing. Aye, a man can have a dozen lovers, but only one craft he's truly bound to. Try forging with your head full of some other work, and she'll burn you for it. No question. Aye, I'm getting there. See, some of the Thud alchemists use ingredients from the weirdness in their potions, and I thought, why not try something similar, but in the form of baked goods? Maybe if we sprinkle the weirdness into food, it'll help us build up a resistance to the fog. But I need someone to gather a few things. Ether bloom, a handful of ethereal cobwebs, and some butter. I'm all out of that. Got plenty of flour, though. Ah, so you know it. Yes, it can be smoked, sure. But when eaten, it might work a bit differently. Stronger, maybe. We'll find out. Everything needs testing, doesn't it? The icing. Perfect. I'll even let you have a taste of the first batch. Now, do you need anything else? I need to keep an eye on the stew. Be careful. The road's not as kind as I am.
pleasure to see. Spare a coin for the hungry.
There you are. I need to talk to you about that potion. It worked at first. I felt unstoppable. But now? Now I'm worse off than before. Weak as a kitten and needing more of the damn stuff just to stand straight. What did you give me? Tea? Recipes? Ah, fine, I'll consider it. Anything's better than this blasted weakness. Anyway, is there anything you need from me?
Good. Keep it up. I have no respect for cowards.
Yes? Well, I'll be damned. Nevera, known as the Chill Heart. She earned that nickname because her blade supposedly freezes the blood of her opponents. It certainly leaves marks like frostbite. Nevera is said to be a Dalrator from the Forlorn Swords. They say she was too cruel even for her own tribe and was exiled. If you ask me, she should have stayed there. But she won't be causing trouble anymore. Here's your reward.
I'll await your return.
Good. Anselm is not an easy man to sway, but with this gesture we've planted the seeds of trust, and perhaps ambition. Here's your reward, and consider it a token of appreciation for your discretion. You've proven yourself quite resourceful. The tides of Connacht are shifting, and you've ensured they move in the right direction. Well done.
What brings you this way? Still in one piece, I see. Goodbye. Every encounter with you leaves me with so much to ponder.
It takes more than just ambition to fly. You've got what it takes. You've surprised me, Birdie. And, as it seems, not just me. Self will be waiting for you inside. From now on, you answer to them. Congratulations and good luck. So it seems. You're climbing up, Birdie. Truly impressive. Even I didn't gain favor so quickly. But I trust Self. If the crows see something in you, they are right about it. We call it the Morrigan's Hollow, our dwelling in Kunat. The passage only opens for those who carry the sigil I gave you. You'll be able to stock up on supplies, rest, or hide if things get too heated outside. That doesn't happen. Crow sittles know their owner. If they end up in the wrong hands, they turn into worthless stone. Nothing that can help you. You managed well with me. Perhaps you'll manage just as well from here on. I have no tales to share, buddy. I'm absolutely uninteresting. But I'm touched that you asked, really. Alright, enough chatter. Don't keep self waiting too long. From what I hear, there's some plans for you. Break a wing and take care. I like you. Don't ruin that.
There you are, my little hatchling. I hear you've been working hard. That makes me glad. I had a good feeling about you, and I do love being proven right. Why not? If a name defines us, then I am all I need to be. Does there always need to be a story? My name is my own. That's all there is to it. No. Eager, aren't you? Just don't let that eagerness turn into recklessness. Some children get a little too fond of blood, and then we have to clip their wings. I do have another task, but I'm afraid it's not a job I can give to a mere hatchling. I know you can. You've shown that you're ruthless, driven, and cunning when it counts. It would insult both you and Morrigan to keep treating you like a chick begging for worms. No, it's time you took flight. Congratulations. From now on, you're a fledgling. Make us proud. It is. I'm glad you understand that. Most hatchlings don't live to see this day. First, from now on, you answer only to me and the other crows. Any hatchlings we send your way are yours to command. If you decide they're not fit for the guild, it's up to you to take care of them. As for your tasks, how you handle them is your business. I don't care about the methods, only the results. The rest, we'll see how you do. Your next assignment is of utmost importance to all the children of Morrigan. That includes you now, so I trust you'll approach it with even greater diligence than any task you've been given so far. A while ago, we lost contact with one of the seers. What makes this even more troubling is that he was in possession of the head of Morrigan. I doubt he's still alive, so I need you to find his body and, most importantly, recover the head of Morrigan. And of course, eliminate anyone who dared to touch it. Because every seer tasked with guarding the head pledges an oath to protect it with their life. And death is the only acceptable reason to stop reporting its whereabouts. A severed head. Preserved, of course. It is hundreds of years old, after all. In a way, according to the seers, it belonged to one of the Morrigan's avatars. A human she deemed worthy to serve as her vessel for a time. When the vessel's purpose was fulfilled, Morrigan commanded the children to sever its head, so it could forever serve her clerics in spreading her will. Now you see why it must be treated with the utmost care and respect. You'd have to ask the seers about that, though it's not likely they'd tell you. They keep their secrets closely guarded and only speak to the crows. But who knows? Morrigan willing, you may one day have the chance to pester them with your questions. I, for one, am looking forward to it. See that you do. I've marked the seer's last known location on your map. Oh, and if he really is dead, there's likely to be a complication. You see, the seers are very protective of their secrets, even after death. His corpse will probably be guarded by a banshee, and banshees don't distinguish between friend and foe. But I'm confident you'll manage. Now go. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes. The clerics of Morrigan. They are the most devoted among the children and the ones closest to her. Their role is to ensure that our actions align with Morrigan's will. Without the seers, we'd be nothing more than a band of murderers, killing indiscriminately for no purpose. That's not who the children are, and it's not who we can ever become.
I was familiar with tales of secret societies said to have come with us from the homelands. I tasked my sister, Morgaine, with investigating them. But amidst the fires of war, I had little chance to keep a close watch on her. It was only near the end of my life that I learned she herself was a follower of Morrigan. Perhaps I would have seen it as betrayal. But thanks to you, I understand now that while the children's ways may be questionable, they do seem, in their own twisted manner, to care for Avalon's safety.
What is it now? If it's chatter you're after, you'll be disappointed. And? What was inside? Don't leave me hanging. You mean the old street level? Bloody hell, I didn't think this place had anything like that. I figured it was just a complete shithole. But this, oh, this is fascinating. Damn, now I wish I'd gone with you. Did you find anything else down there? Of course I am. It's history. About the only thing I ever enjoyed learning. Though mostly it was just battles and strategy. I like hearing about the cities too. I know Camelot has its older levels. Never been there though. There's curious and then there's suicidal. But Connacht? If Denholm ever gives me a day off, I might just go see it for myself. Ah, damn. Definitely not thrilled about that. Best you bring them to Denholm. He'll take care of it. Here's your reward, and thank you for doing this for me. You're good people. I hope you know that. You just can't keep away, can you? Are you really that desperate for me to send you crawling through some old tunnels again? Or is there something else you want from me, Well, you know me. I'm a reasonable woman. I'm sure we can figure something out. Why don't you meet me in my tent after I finish up here? We can both make sure we walk away satisfied. Now, is there something else you needed? Well then, at least I'll have something to look forward to.
Have some spare food, a coin?
If I just stay.
What? Where did you even get these? So you're telling me that beneath Connacht, there's even more Connacht, full of forbidden knowledge? Oh, mother help me. How did you even stumble on a place like that? The one I specifically asked her to leave alone. And I suppose her leave will be delayed indefinitely. And thank you for bringing this to me. But next time, maybe think twice before risking your neck for someone else's curiosity. I'll await your return.
Still in one piece, I see. Farewell.
didn't.
It's always a pleasure to see you. You remind me that potential is such a malleable thing. Such inconspicuous little things. Did you know that cleansing them in the weirdness-repelling fire reveals their true nature? They may still appear to be mere banalities, and yet they become more. To think, you ventured into the weirdness and returned unscathed, all to retrieve a few items for me, as if it were nothing. You've become a true marvel. Yes, of course. Now that you've proven the success of what was done to you, some things have become clearer to me. You see, from all the documents I've read and the research notes I've studied, I always believed that the way your treatment was conducted was for the greater good. It was meant to be the key to curing the Red Death. But now, I'm not so sure that the people who orchestrated your stay with us had the same goal in mind. Of sorts. I hope you'll forgive my little ruse, but I needed some answers myself. And you've delivered them in a most satisfactory manner. Not that I expected anything less of you. Those who arranged your escape from the island asylum were also the ones responsible for your capture. Everything that was done to you was at their behest. I don't know much more. They've always been incredibly secretive. Honestly, I was more focused on the results than on who was behind it all. But then they took you away, before anyone could achieve anything meaningful. I don't think so. From everything I've seen, you were just supposed to be ordinary Avalon rabble, but with the potential to become something more. I don't have all the details about your case, especially concerning the Red Death, but something must have been done right, since you're not infected now. Sadly, the research was never completed. Now, I know we've never had that kind of relationship, but would you perhaps be willing to lie down and let me rummage a bit? Well, you can't begrudge me for trying. From what I understand, your natural affinity for the weirdness was enhanced. You see, centuries of living on this island have led to more and more people developing a certain tolerance for it. Sometimes that tolerance can evolve into agreeability. It does, however, take time, so you were given a push. As for the exact methods, well, I'll spare you the gory details. Besides, at this point, you know the results better than I do. Speaking of which, would you mind sharing the details of your current state? Really? That was it? What a colossal waste. The man ran from the Red Death in the homelands. How is he supposed to help us now? All that time, all those sacrifices, were they for nothing? What use is a dead king against the plague that followed him across the sea? This may be a battle, but it cannot be won by simply hitting things with a sword. I'm sorry, I just got incensed, as you should. Because it means all your suffering was for nothing. Oh, I know I don't. But I can recognize futility when I see it. You've given me much to ponder. Let's hope your next visit proves equally enlightening. You've returned. How fortunate for both of us. Goodbye.